On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Veteran.
A person who has had long experience in a particular area or activity.
Examples:
A 20-year veteran in the industry. Veteran teacher. The veteran soldiers have the role of teaching recruits the stringencies of training.
Enterprise.
A business or company, a purposeful or industrious undertaking, especially one that requires effort.
Examples:
Undertake an enterprise. His business enterprise. A growing enterprise requires a bold leader.
Soar.
To fly or rise very high or to a great height, often with great grace or ease.
Examples:
Soar in popularity. Soar to new heights. The bird soared through the sky, and its wings spread wide.
Galaxy.
An independent group of stars, interstellar gas, dark matter, etc., in the universe, bound together by gravity.
Examples:
Elliptic galaxy. A galaxy of famous actors. The Milky Way galaxy has numerous water-bearing planets.
Crew.
A group of people who work together, especially on a ship or airplane.
Examples:
The film crew. The crew of a fishing boat. The ship's crew worked hard to repair the damaged sails before the next storm hit.
Heritage.
The culture and traditions that are passed down from previous generations.
Examples:
Heritage site. Historical heritage. The heritage of the city is reflected in its architecture.
Bold.
Brave, daring, and confident, not frightened of danger or afraid to say what you feel or to take risks.
Examples:
A bold design. Big, bold piano sounds. The effort to alleviate climate change needs bold action.
Grandchild.
A child of someone's son or daughter.
Examples:
Grandchild-grandparent relationship. Grandchild development. The grandparents take care of their grandchild while the parents are at work.
Immigrant.
A person who has come to a country where they were not born to live there permanently.
Examples:
Immigrant communities. An immigrant from the country. Police received a report of illegal immigrants in the area.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Pearl.
A hard, roundish object found within the shells of certain mollusks and used as a gem.
Examples:
A cultured pearl. Pearl beyond price. She wore a pearl necklace passed down to her from her grandmother.
Harbor.
An area of water next to the coast where ships and boats are protected from rough water by piers, jetties, and other artificial structures. Verb, keep in one's possession.
Examples:
A sheltered harbor. Harbor a resentment. The tsunami swamped every boat in the harbor.
Bomb.
A weapon that explodes and is used to kill or injure people or to cause damage to something.
Examples:
Atomic bombs. Disarm the bomb. The use of cluster bombs is strictly prohibited by international law.
Overnight.
Lasting for or occurring during one night, occurring or changing extremely quickly or suddenly, happening or being achieved in a short amount of time.
Examples:
Overnight parking. Overnight success. The overnight package delivery arrived at my door this morning.
Plunge.
To dive quickly and steeply downward, to thrust or throw into something. Noun, a steep and rapid fall.
Examples:
Plunge into the water. Plunge a dagger through his heart. The company's profits plunged after the recall of their new product.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Sweep.
To clean something, especially a floor or an area, by using a broom, move swiftly and smoothly.
Examples:
Sweep up dead leaves. Sweep a room with a glance. The politician tried to sweep the embarrassing incident under the rug.
Hysteria.
A state of extreme excitement, fear, or anger that cannot be controlled.
Examples:
Global warming hysteria. Anxiety hysteria. There was mass hysteria when the team won a championship.
Ancestry.
The family or the ethnic descent that you come from.
Examples:
A distinguished ancestry. Pre-human ancestry. He looked down on the royal ancestry of the neighboring country.
Suspicion.
The act of doubting something, especially something wrong.
Examples:
Suspicion of fraud. Cast suspicion. There was an almost certain suspicion that the company was involved in illegal activities.
Outright.
Completely, and without reservation, without any attempt at concealment.
Examples:
Impose an outright ban. Outright lie. He made an outright donation of $1,000 to the charity.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus, Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Disappear.
To cease to exist or be visible.
Examples:
Disappear without a trace. Disappear after a week. They watched the train disappear into the distance.
Imprison.
To confine a person to a prison, a detention facility, or a place of involuntary confinement.
Examples:
Imprison illegal immigrant. Imprison myself within the room. He was imprisoned for embezzlement.
Barb.
A sharp projection or point, often on a plant or animal. A cutting remark or criticism that is meant to hurt or insult. A type of fishing lure that has small hooks and a brightly colored feather or hair.
Examples:
Barbed wire. Aim a barb. The politician's words were full of barbs designed to hurt his opponent.
Desolate.
Deserted, barren, or lonely, causing a feeling of sadness or hopelessness.
Examples:
A desolate scene. Desolate moon. The deserted island was desolate and uninhabited.
Blister.
A small, fluid-filled bubble on the skin caused by friction, burning, or other skin irritation, can also refer to a similar bubble found in other materials. Verb: to become covered with blisters or to cause blisters to form, to criticize or rebuke severely.
Examples:
Blister after walking for miles. Blister treatment. The new hiking shoes gave me a blister on my heel after just a few miles of walking.
Desert.
Arid land with little or no vegetation, often covered with sand or rocks. Desert basin. Oasis in the desert. This region is predominantly desert.
Sultry.
Hot, humid, and oppressively close, having a certain sensuality or sexual allure.
Examples:
sultry perfume, sultry weather. The sultry summer heat made it difficult to sleep at night.
Swamp.
An area of low-lying land that is flooded or saturated with water, often having a growth of natural vegetation.
Examples:
muddy swamp, swamp tour. The lowland swamp was full of dangerous animals and poisonous plants.
Wasteland.
A barren or uncultivated area of land that has been left deserted or uninhabitable, typically due to a natural disaster, pollution, or human destruction, a place or situation that is devoid of life or anything of value.
Examples:
post-apocalyptic wasteland, nuclear wasteland. The abandoned industrial site is now a wasteland of decaying buildings and rusted machinery.
Celebrated.
Renowned for possessing admirable attributes.
Examples:
celebrated artist, celebrated paper. 3 celebrated tenors performed during the president's inauguration.
March.
To walk militarily with stiff, regular steps.
Examples:
march against the war, march east. The troops marched shoulder to shoulder.
Driveway.
A private road leading from a street or road to a house or garage, typically providing access for vehicles.
Examples:
long driveway, snow-covered driveway. I accidentally backed into my wife's car while backing out of the driveway this morning.
Bayonet.
A long, sharp-edged weapon, typically a knife or blade, attached to the muzzle end of a rifle or similar firearm, used for close combat, allowing soldiers to engage in hand-to-hand combat after firing their weapons if necessary.
Examples:
combat bayonet, bayonet training. The troops trained extensively in bayonet techniques to prepare for combat.
Rifle.
A long-barreled firearm designed to be fired from the shoulder, typically with a rifled bore for accuracy.
Examples:
rifle barrel, hunting rifle. The police discovered a rifle case in the suspect's car during their investigation.
Stomp.
To walk heavily and noisily, often with a rhythmical sound, to dance with a rhythmical step.
Examples:
stomp off to the room, stomp on his foot. The children stomped their feet in time to the music.
Porch.
A covered entrance to a building, typically one leading to the front door and extending outwards.
Examples:
Porch light. A glass porch. The old rocking chair on the porch creaked as he sat down to read his book.
Bang.
To hit or cause to hit something in a way that makes a loud noise.
Examples:
Bang his fist on a desk. Bang a phone down. My father tried to bang mathematics into my head since childhood.
Lug.
To carry or drag something with effort, to pull something along with a sudden or jerky motion.
Examples:
Lug a hose. Lug my son into a room. He had to lug the heavy suitcase up the stairs.
Duffel.
A large cylindrical bag, usually made of cloth or canvas, used for carrying personal belongings, especially during travel or sports activities.
Examples:
Canvas duffel. Waterproof duffel. He packed all his clothes and gear into his duffel bag for the camping trip.
Stream.
A small, narrow river, a continuous flow of something, such as liquid, gas, people, vehicles, etc.
Examples:
The stream of time. An endless stream of cars. Jet streams are the common name for air currents that form high in the atmosphere.
Cheek.
Either side of the face below the eye and between the nose and the jaw.
Examples:
Cheekbone. Hollowed out cheek. He gently touched her apple red cheek and whispered that he loved her.
Criminal.
A person who has committed a crime.
Examples:
Wanted criminal. Criminal investigation. The police are searching for the criminal who stole the jewels.
Fence.
A structure, usually made of wood or metal, that encloses an area, typically for protection or to keep animals or people in or out. A dealer in stolen property.
Examples:
Fence post. A brushwood fence. She planted a hedge to serve as a natural fence around her garden.
Confine.
To restrict the movement of someone or something.
Examples:
Confine themselves solely. Confine the scope of use. The animal was confined in a small cage.
Sentry.
A person assigned to stand guard and keep watch, often at a military post, entrance, or other strategic location, whose role is to observe and protect against potential threats or dangers.
Examples:
Sentry duty. Night sentry. The castle's sentry tower provided a strategic vantage point for spotting any approaching enemies.
Tower.
A structure that is exceptionally high in proportion to its width and either forms part of a building or stands alone.
Examples:
A bell tower. The tower on a cliff. She is a tower of strength for our team in trouble.
Barrack.
To provide accommodations or housing, often for military personnel or sports teams, to spur on or encourage especially by cheers and shouts. Noun, a large building or group of buildings that provide temporary housing for soldiers or other military personnel.
Examples:
Barack room. Barack the opposing team. The soldiers were instructed to barack in the buildings until further notice.
Latrine.
A public or communal toilet, usually located outdoors or in the military, camping, or other semi-permanent settings.
Examples:
Outdoor latrine. Army latrine. During the exercise, the troops were forced to use a makeshift latrine in the field.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Adaptable.
Able or willing to modify or be modified to deal with new situations.
Examples:
Adaptable enough for the environment. An adaptable person. We seek a candidate who possesses adaptable fighting potential.
Grotesque.
Bizarre or fantastic in shape, appearance, or character. Fantastic, bizarre.
Examples:
Have grotesque design. Grotesque appearance. The grotesque sculpture made me feel uneasy.
Abnormal.
Not typical, usual, or regular, especially in a way that is bad.
Examples:
Abnormal heart rhythms. Abnormal cells. An abnormal climate in the region caused a sharp decline in grain harvest.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Routine.
A usual or habitual way of doing things, a set sequence of steps, part of a larger computer program.
Examples:
Routine business. A built-in diagnostic routine. She studies gardening on a routine basis.
Louse.
A small, wingless insect that lives on the bodies of mammals and birds, often considered a parasite, a contemptible or despicable person.
Examples:
Pubic louse. Louse egg. The child was sent home from school because of a lice infestation caused by one louse.
Noisy.
Making a lot of sounds, especially loud or disruptive sound.
Examples:
Noisy neighbor. Noisy party. The construction outside was creating a noisy distraction from my work.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something. To come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Penny.
A small denomination of currency or coin, typically the smallest unit of a currency system. In the U.S., a coin worth 1 cent.
Examples:
Penny stock. Save a penny. I found a lucky penny on the ground while walking to work this morning.
Hostility.
Aggressive or unfriendly feelings or behavior.
Examples:
An act of hostility. Bitter hostility. Her unconcealed hostility made us unpleasant.
Intense.
Especially of a feeling, very strong, extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
Intense heat. Develop intense itching. That statement by the Prime Minister drew intense international criticism.
Skid.
To slide or slip on a surface, especially in an uncontrolled or unsafe manner. To come to a sudden halt or stop with a scraping or sliding noise. Noun, a sliding or slipping motion of a vehicle, usually sideways or out of control, due to a loss of traction with the road surface.
Examples:
Cause the tires to skid. Skid steer. The car started to skid on the icy road, but the driver was able to regain control.
Row.
An arrangement of objects or people side by side in a line. Verb, to propel a boat through the water using oars.
Examples:
Criminal on death row. A row of cherry trees. He was the leader of the demonstrators and spoke out against the war in the front row.
Derelict.
Abandoned or neglectful, failing to fulfill one's duties or responsibilities.
Examples:
Derelict car. Derelict property. The park was filled with overgrown grass and derelict benches.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Stench.
A strong or unpleasant odor, a foul or nauseating smell.
Examples:
Bad stench. Strong stench. The stench of rotting garbage wafted through the alleyway, making breathing hard.
Urine.
A liquid byproduct of metabolism in humans, and in many other animals, that are released from the body when you urinate.
Examples:
Urine composition. Blood in the urine. They collected a urine specimen for urinalysis.
Alley.
A narrow lane or way between buildings, often used as a passage or a shortcut, a small street that runs between two other streets.
Examples:
Back alley. Alley cat. They played basketball in the alley behind their house.
Hallway.
An interior passage or corridor onto which rooms open.
Examples:
The head of a hallway. Wax a hallway floor. He dashed down a hallway to a bathroom.
Horrible.
Extremely unpleasant or bad, causing fear or disgust.
Examples:
Horrible accident. Horrible smell. The experience was horrible and left a lasting impression.
Ultimate.
Furthest or highest in degree or order.
Examples:
The ultimate goal in life. The ultimate luxury. Management must take ultimate responsibility for the accident.
Imprisonment.
The state of being confined to a prison or jail, a sentence of confinement as a punishment for a crime.
Examples:
Imprisonment at hard labor. Life imprisonment. The judge handed down a sentence of imprisonment for the convicted criminal.
Civic.
Of or relating to a town, city, or the people who live in it.
Examples:
civic activity, civic center. The city promotes civic collaboration in community development.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
democracy advocate, principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Inalienable.
Unable to be taken away, surrendered, or transferred to someone else, inherent and cannot be lost or given away.
Examples:
inalienable dignity, inalienable possession. We all have certain inalienable rights that the law should protect.
Liberty.
The state of being free within society from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority on one's way of life, behavior, or political views.
Examples:
personal liberty, liberty as a right. The founding fathers fought for the liberty of the American people.
Pursue.
To do something or attempt to attain something over time, to follow or seek someone or something, especially in trying to catch them.
Examples:
pursue a goal, pursue freedoms. She intends to pursue a political career.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
conversation in English. A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Wisdom.
The quality of being wise, or the ability to use your knowledge and experience to make sensible decisions.
Examples:
a fountain of wisdom. Wisdom literature. The community greatly respected and sought after the older adult's wisdom.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Vital.
Necessary for the success or continued existence of something.
Examples:
play a vital role. Vital for a healthy society. Perseverance and optimism are vital to success.
Cherish.
To hold someone or something dear, To feel or show affection for someone or something.
Examples:
Cherish a stuffed animal. Cherish relationships. She cherished the memories of her childhood.
Headquarter.
The central office or location from which a business or organization is managed.
Examples:
Administrative headquarter. An emergency headquarter. The company decided to move its headquarters to New York City.
Governor.
The person who holds the highest executive office in a state or province.
Examples:
Governor General. A prefectural governor. The state governor visited the affected areas and promised to aid the victims.
Presidency.
The office or term of the president of a country or organization.
Examples:
Presidency term. Presidency duties. Her candidacy for the presidency has been met with both support and criticism.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event, the act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Elector.
A person who has the right to vote in an election.
Examples:
Presidential elector. Qualified for an elector. The elector cast their vote for the candidate they believed in.
Draft.
A preliminary version of something that is not yet in its final form.
Examples:
A working draft. Write the first draft. During debates in the legislature, the draft of the law caused a lot of controversies.
Volunteer.
A person who performs or offers to perform a job or service without being paid for or forced to do.
Examples:
Seek volunteers. My volunteer work. The teachers make full use of volunteer assistance.
Patriotism.
Love and loyalty to one's country.
Examples:
The spirit of patriotism. Fanatic patriotism. His actions were a testament to his deep love and patriotism for his country.
Slap.
To strike something or someone with an open palm or flat object, producing a sharp sound or sensation, to place something firmly, suddenly, or unexpectedly.
Examples:
Slap on the back. Slap a heavy fine. The politician tried to slap down the rumors about his personal life.
Deny.
To state that one refuses to admit the existence or truth of something.
Examples:
adamantly deny killing, deny the allegations. He is still denying stealing the money from the cash register.
Categorize.
To put people or things into groups according to their features, types, etc.
Examples:
categorize the image, categorize the cause of failure. The biologist categorized the viruses into 4 groups.
Alien.
A person who comes from a different country, race, or group, a form of life assumed to exist outside the Earth or its atmosphere.
Examples:
alien fungi, resident aliens. Alien species have drastically altered the ecosystem in this area.
Compound.
An item composed of 2 or more distinct elements combined, a chemical formed by the combination of 2 or more elements.
Examples:
aquatic compound, harmful compound. Common salt is a sodium and chlorine compound.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples:
have a negative effect, a negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
government bureaucracy, government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Workforce.
All the people who work in a company, industry, country, etc.
Examples:
skilled workforce. The workforce is on strike. Many companies outsource and hire consultants to keep their workforce flexible.
Military.
Relating to or characteristic of members of the armed forces, of or relating to war or warfare.
Examples:
a military operation, a military leader. The military academy was known for its strict discipline and training.
Irrational.
Not based on, or not using reason or clear thinking, mathematics, a real number that cannot be expressed as the ratio of 2 integers.
Examples:
an irrational request, irrational numbers. They continued to endure irrational treatment by the dictatorship.
Astound.
To surprise or shock someone with wonder very much.
Examples:
astound everyone, astound the viewer. The final result was nothing short of astounding.
Uniform.
Always the same, showing a single form or character in all occurrences. Noun, the special set of clothes worn by members of a particular group as a means of identification.
Examples:
at a uniform temperature. Our school uniform. This country has a nationally uniform culture.
Abrogate.
To repeal, revoke, or annul a law, agreement, or obligation, often through official means or legal process. To abolish or cancel something that was previously in effect.
Examples:
abrogate a responsibility. Abrogate a contract. The government decided to abrogate the outdated law and implement a new one that better serves the needs of the citizens.
Segregate.
To separate or set apart from others, often based on race, gender, or some other characteristic.
Examples:
segregate by race. Segregate boys and girls. The school board decided to segregate students by the ability to meet their needs better.
Battlefield.
A place where a battle or conflict is fought.
Examples:
battlefield casualties. Tactics on the battlefield. The general reviewed the plans for the upcoming battle on the battlefield.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples:
incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Courage.
The ability to face danger, difficulty, uncertainty, or pain without being overcome by fear or despair. The quality of being brave or courageous.
Examples:
mental courage. Inspire courage. It takes a lot of courage to stand up for what you believe is right.
Valor.
Courage or bravery, especially in the face of danger or adversity, heroic qualities or actions.
Examples:
valor in war. Show valor. The soldier was awarded a Medal of Valor for his heroic actions in combat.
Sustained.
Lasting for a long time or continuing for a long time without becoming weaker or less intense.
Examples:
sustained economic growth. Sustained release medication. The company experienced sustained growth over the past decade.
Casualty.
A person who has been killed or injured in a war, accident, or other disasters, a victim.
Examples:
civilian casualty. Military casualty. Unfortunately, the driver was the only casualty in the car accident.
Proportionally.
In a way that corresponds in size, amount, or degree to change in something else.
Examples:
distribute the profits proportionally. Proportionally increased. Northern regions have proportionally greater rates of unemployment.
Illustrate.
To provide pictures, photographs, diagrams, etc. in a book or something for explanation.
Examples:
Illustrate a key point. Illustrate a story. The company's financial records illustrate how successful it has been.
Gothic.
Of or relating to a style of architecture and art characterized by pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and flying buttresses, popular in Europe in the 12th to 16th centuries.
Examples:
A Gothic cathedral. Gothic novel. The Gothic architecture of the cathedral was awe-inspiring.
Germ.
A very tiny living that causes the disease, a piece of something such as an organism, concept, etc., capable of growing into a new one or part of one.
Examples:
Antibiotic-resistant germ. A germ-free environment. The germ of his idea came from watching birds flying in flocks.
Embedded.
Fixed firmly into the surface of something.
Examples:
Embedded systems. LED embedded glass. The embedded chip in my credit card allows me to make contactless payments.
Hillside.
The sloping side of a hill or mountain, a landscape feature characterized by a natural gradient or incline.
Examples:
Hillside landscape. Hillside vineyard. The hikers were stunned by the beautiful wildflowers on the hillside.
Rocky.
Full of or abounding in rocks, of, relating to, or made of rock.
Examples:
Rocky terrain. Rocky relationship. The rocky road made it difficult to drive on.
Impregnable.
Impossible to enter, capture, or defeat, difficult to argue against or resist.
Examples:
Impregnable self-confidence. In an impregnable position. His argument was so well reasoned that it seemed almost impregnable.
Cave.
A large hole in the side of a hill, cliff, mountain, or under the ground.
Examples:
Domiciliary caves. The mouth of the cave. Bats reside in sheltered caves.
Battalion.
A large, organized military unit composed of several companies, typically commanded by a lieutenant colonel or a major.
Examples:
Infantry battalion. Armored battalion. The enemy forces were no match for the well-trained battalion.
Pound.
The standard unit of money in the UK, the standard unit of weight equal to 16 ounces.
Examples:
3/4 of a pound. Thousands of pounds. The car's front bumper cost £1,500.
Stalemate.
A situation in which neither side of a conflict or dispute can make progress or gain an advantage, typically resulting in a deadlock or impasse.
Examples:
Political stalemate. Stalemate situation. The negotiations between the two companies reached a stalemate, and neither side would compromise.
Cliff.
A steep rock face, especially one at the edge of the sea or a river.
Examples:
A bold cliff. Cliff diving. He stood at the edge of the cliff and looked out to sea.
Gear.
A toothed wheel that engages another toothed mechanism to change the speed or direction of transmitted motion, a set of tools, equipment, or other items for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Sports gear. A gear change lever. She checked her gear before embarking on the hike.
Handheld.
Designed to be held in one hand, portable, and compact enough to be carried or used on the go.
Examples:
Handheld device. Handheld camera. The technician used a handheld tool to fix the machine.
Ravine.
A deep, narrow gorge or valley with steep sides, often carved by the flow of water or a landslide.
Examples:
Ravine trail. Steep ravine. The hiker fell into a ravine and had to be rescued by a helicopter.
Silent.
Without any or little sound.
Examples:
Silent reading. Give silent consent. The politician remained silent despite intense media scrutiny.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
A straight line. Straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Decor.
The arrangement and style of the furniture, art, and other items in a room or building, used to create a particular atmosphere or aesthetic.
Examples:
Tropical decor. Decor styles. The decor of the restaurant gave it a cozy and inviting feel.
Greet.
To say hello to someone, to express welcome on meeting someone.
Examples:
Greet a customer. Greet an idea. He greeted his friends with a warm smile and a hug.
Lawn.
A stretch of ground covered with grass, typically attached to a house, and often used for recreation or aesthetics.
Examples:
Lawn mower. Lush lawn. The family enjoyed a picnic on the lawn in the park.
Prejudice.
A thought or feeling that is unfair and makes no sense, mainly when it is formed without enough thought or knowledge.
Examples:
Deep-rooted prejudice. Color prejudice. This community is free of social prejudice.
Hero.
A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities, a character in literature or history who is central to the plot and who exhibits heroic qualities.
Examples:
Local hero. Unsung hero. The soldier who sacrificed his life for his country is considered a national hero.
Cling.
To hold on to something tightly, to be closely attached to someone or something.
Examples:
Cling on to power. Cling tightly to the skin. He clings to the hope that he will find a job soon.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Expand.
To increase or to make something greater in size, number, or importance.
Examples:
Expand a lineup. Expand agricultural output. They hope to expand their business worldwide.
Suspect.
To consider anything to be true or probable.
Examples:
Suspect a plot. Suspect that he is sick. The cops suspected him of being the killer.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Dedicate.
To give all of your energy, time, etc., entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause, to set apart for a particular purpose or use.
Examples:
Dedicate a few hours. Dedicate a chapter to the subject. He dedicated his life to helping others.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Gay.
Homosexual, happy, carefree.
Examples:
Gay couple. Gay rights. The Gay Pride Parade was a celebration of diversity and acceptance.